went ahead and pre-assembled a bunch of these, getting ready to go. Of course, you can use the nylon tubing, or you can upgrade a little bit for the stainless steel tubing. But went ahead and pre-assembled these for Mike, so that they're kind of ready to go, and just stick it right up there.
On the outside of the beam, you want to put it as low as possible so that you can point the nozzles either out and down, or in this case, we'll be able to point them actually a little bit in if we want. And you never want to put the line up here, because if you do, the wind will blow the mist back on the beam. You'll get dripping off. So you want the nozzle to be where there's no wall. There's extensions made that we can do any length that are bendable, so we'll play with those later. So if you want to make it really precision, you'd want to use a plumb line or a chalk line and just measure where you want these fitting holes, these holes here, and just do a chalk line across the whole thing. That way you can get it exactly even. Notice that we're putting these about an inch from the fitting. We're going to end up putting one on each side. For now, we're just anchoring it down with one. So we're going to make this 90-degree corner with nylon tubing, which is usually a lot easier than trying to cut stainless steel and get it to fit just right. So we've already cut the nylon to match where it needs to go. But we're going to take this is already anchored in, we're going to take that out. So that we can grip both of these and make sure we get a full connection on this. And you want to get it, push it in all the way, right? It has to go in at least a quarter inch, half inch. Then just go ahead and mount that again. The advantage of push-lock fittings makes installation so much easier than using compression fittings. It literally just clips onto this stainless steel. If you notice, I have this piece here. All I have to do is click it in. Click. It is now mounted in. So we're coming to the end. This is our last piece of stainless steel. This has a regular misting tee on it. The nozzles go into here. But at the end, and how you end your line, the end piece is a elbow, right? So that it allows a nozzle to go in, but it doesn't allow any more flow to go out the end. So that will just clip on here. It just clips on like with our push lock fittings. The nozzle will go in here and it will end the line as it here. So this is our last piece. You put the end piece on. Again, this is the end of the line. See how it butts here? That just clips on like all of our push lock fittings. And you're done. Unlike the other bend we just showed you a little while ago with nylon that we did on the other corner, this we actually decided to bend steel around the corner. And it does not come with the blank steel, but you can buy it separately. What I'm holding here can be cut. And so what I did is ran it from here and did a 90-degree bend, which I messed up a little bit on, and then brought it around here. And that gives it the finished stainless steel look. You could run nylon here. It's easier for the do-it-yourselfer, and that's what I'd recommend, but this is an option. So from here, this is where the pump line goes into the tubing. We again chose to use nylon starting here. And this is just temporary. We're gonna install it more permanently, but the nylon we have actually running down the gutter to the wall, and then we'll be mounting it to the wall itself, all the way down. And I have a big coil here because we will be putting it around the house. So we're gonna use all this nylon. So we're gonna be putting it around there. Right now we're just testing it, and we'll show you what it looks like when we're all done. So now we're just hooking up the water source. It comes with this inline filter. It's all push lock fittings and quick connect, so it makes it very easy for the do-it-yourselfer. This would just go in like a push lock shark bite fitting, like all the other fittings, and it won't come out. And then this line from the filter is a quick connect, which I really love. It just simply clicks right on. That's already installed. This has a mounting bracket that we'll show you later that will mount to the wall. And then the mist line that we just showed you has the quick connect also on it. So I'm just going to take this and again, just click. That's it. A very important thing you need to do before you run it with the mist nozzle is to flush the entire system. And you start at the pump and you flush it all the way down the line. So I'm going to actually start running this and just flush out the pump real quick. So I'm just getting any, you know, this is brand new like a car. We want to get any shavings or anything that's in the new pump. And now we'll turn that off. And we're going to hook up the line and we're going to start misting the line, which we're going to show you now. So we started flushing, and if you notice that we have water only coming out of the first really 3 holes with any pressure. So we need to actually start putting nozzles in and get the water to come out of all the nozzle fittings and work our way all the way down to the end to make sure we get it really flush. We've already put the nozzles in here. As you can see, water's coming out of these holes. You can actually just put the nozzles in as you flush until you get to the last nozzles, and it'll be too much pressure. We put the nozzles in, we just hand tighten them, do not use the pliers, make them snug. And on this particular install, since we're so high up, I'm going to go ahead and point these nozzles down and just in at about a 30-degree angle. So normally when I'm flushing the whole system, I just leave the water running the whole time and just keep putting nozzles in and work my way down. And then I would turn it off when I get to the last 2 nozzles because there's going to be a lot of pressure coming through. If you do turn the water off and on, make sure you leave it running for an extra 30 seconds on the last 2 nozzles because you're flushing all the dirt down here left over. It's coming out of the holes as you go, but just to make sure that anything collected down here gets out, leave it on for a little longer. So we just finished the preliminary install. There's some other things we got to finish up, but the pump is running. We just got through flushing the system. We're testing it. So you can see the mist is now coming out. We're at about 1,000 PSI. It's a very fine, cool mist. You notice I have the nozzles pointing in because it's so high again. On a lower patio, you want to point them out. You don't want to get too much underneath, but this is so high. This is going to come in exactly where we're going to be sitting.